Tom, the under-18 started the season with a 2-0 win over Swindon. You must be really pleased with what you saw on Saturday.
Yeah. Swindon were tough. They came at us. We held them back really for 45 minutes, and then I guess sending off in the game changed the game slightly. But yeah, they were respectful to them. They were good, and like I say, came at us, and then we changed the tone of the game as soon as the change happened.
A big moment for Jake Richards on Tuesday night, coming on his 16th birthday for the first team against Crawley. You must have been quite proud watching that.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's one that's been in the academy a while, and obviously loads of people have done plenty of work with him beforehand. He's been in the environment a while now. So yeah, really pleased in terms of for him. Got another birthday card, I think, from the referee. But yeah, I think he was obviously pleased to come on and pleased to be around it, and like you say, really proud moment for the whole academy, really, for him to be on the pitch at such a young age.
I think you and Gary Caldwell probably have conflicting views on this one, because Gary said that he was very pleased he made the foul, but in the academy they're perhaps taught not to foul quite like that.
I think the conflicting view is probably that I agree with Gary on that. Yeah, I think when you as part of the game, it's an important part of the game, I think, and a tactical foul like that is from such a young player to see him do that, I think is pleasing, as well as probably Exeter have always known as being a nice football club, and so it's nice to see some young people and young pros, so to speak, using the sort of, not dare I say, darker sides of the arts.
Facing Portsmouth in the next game, what are Portsmouth's strengths, and what can we expect from the Portsmouth side for those who perhaps don't know too much about the youth setup?
Yeah, it's always difficult at the start of a new season, within youth football especially, because you have no background at all really on certain individuals and the team structures or anything like that. So really we know that Portsmouth are going to be there from a part of the country which is very thoughtful and sticking up for themselves. They'll be very brash, I imagine, as they've always been, but in a real respectful manner as well. They'll be forthcoming, and they'll definitely be physical in how they play and how they approach the game, generally quite direct. We are aware of that and have tried to prepare for that as best we can. And yeah, we sort of go into the game looking out for those things, but also most importantly, and as we go through this season, really we want to put our stamp on the game really, and control possession as best we can, and therefore by controlling possession eliminate any strengths of the oppositions really.
Several of your players got to experience playing with the first team in pre-season. Have you noticed a difference in any of those players perhaps in how they play their game?
I always think there's a maturity, as obviously year to year there's slightly more of a maturity as they come back, but those little things definitely help. There's been some real key messages taken all the way through from the first team, and standards have definitely risen because of that, I think. So yeah, it's been helpful. Tom Dean has been an outstanding character in and around the group, and obviously was at the Mousehole game with the first team. So a real positive for him, and he's brought that back into the group, which is great.